Okay, good morning everybody. This is the weekly reading for Earth Journey Healing, and as you can see I am at Ayers Rock at the moment, so I decided that I'd like to do the reading from here. So let's see how we go. This is a reading for the 17th of September and the week ahead. So I've chosen 3 cards for this week, and the first card I've chosen is the Chariot. So the Chariot is about wanting to move forward. It's about feeling the need to get going. So if you're feeling the beginning of the week, it's a feeling of really just getting yourself together and moving forward in that direction that you've been wanting to. It's about, to me, it feels like it's getting some new ideas. And it's about taking charge of your life as well, knowing that you're the person in charge of your thinking, your feeling, and how you respond and act in life. And it's really about looking at how you can start to take more charge in that area and start directing your thoughts and the ways you act and react in accordance with how you would like to be, where you'd like to be coming from. So it's really about, the Chariot is really about taking charge. It's about really reining in whatever is taking you off track and redirecting your thoughts to move forward in a really direct and productive way at the beginning of the week. So let me just tune in and see if there's anything else. For those of you that haven't been to Uluru, I would highly recommend it. It has been one amazing adventure. I've been here since Friday, and I have just had a wonderful time here. So yeah, it's really about knowing that you are in charge of your life, basically, and that you can do whatever you put your mind to, as long as you don't allow those thoughts that take you off track to come in, which could be fears that aren't real, because the next card that comes up, sorry, just give me a minute, is the 9 of Swords. Now this 9 of Swords is really a card that's basically saying that whatever you're fearing, whatever you have anxiety towards, isn't real. It's just basically just your fears. So if you are wanting to move forward at a rapid rate, and you're feeling driven and charged up, you might find midweek that what's coming up is your fears and worry and concern about how this can happen. Put those to the side. They aren't real. And this is one card out of the tarot that basically is saying it's not real, and it's just your pretty much your shadow side coming up, your basically the things that we worry about that aren't, there's nothing really to worry about, but we kind of get stuck in that mental mindset, and our fears come to the surface and basically take over. And basically what it's saying is, do not worry and don't let these thoughts take precedence over where you're going and what you're wanting to create and the direction you're heading in at the moment. And the last card for the end of the week is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is about work. This is also about creating, keeping your mind sort of to the grindstone and keeping focused on what you're wanting to create. So coming back after you've gone through that bit of worry through the week and getting back on track, and start focusing on what it is that you need to do to get to where you want to get to. And don't let anything really, as you can see, this guy is just focused. So it's really about focusing on what needs to be done in order to get to where you want to get to. And it's also about self-mastery. So again, being aware of your thoughts and feelings and keeping disciplined in that, and realizing that when you're wanting to manifest or create something different, or you're heading in a particular direction, it's really about taking control of your thoughts and focusing on what it is that you want, and maintaining that focus long enough for things to come to you and fall into place. So it's about some, you know, you might be needing to do, you know, it could be around work on the weekend. It could be just, how can I keep disciplined enough to, you know, keep focusing on what I want and where I want to go, and not letting, again, anything to distract you. So this week it feels like a lot about getting the, you know, getting that fire and that enthusiasm to go and start, you know, creating something in your life, or just having the enthusiasm to feel like you can move mountains at the beginning of the week, coming up to the middle of the week, not really allowing those thoughts, which usually come up when we're wanting to create. If we're wanting to do something different, or we've got a new idea or something like that, you find that there is a resistance because your old self comes in, and because it hasn't known anything like that before, and it hasn't actually experienced it, it will tend to try and look for examples in the past which it can sort of move towards. And basically what this is saying is, you know, just acknowledge it. You don't have to stop it from those thoughts from coming in. It's just a matter of recognizing what they are and allowing them to be just that, your fears, those parts of you that don't think that you can do it, or your doubts. And as I can feel into it, there is a lot of fear around the middle of the week, and just if you need to, just allow that to be okay. Embrace it and just move forward with that mindset of the Chariot from the beginning of the week. And then towards the end of the week, you know, put whatever you need down and start refocusing on what it is that you want, whether it's in work or just your life, and start working on that and making it come to reality. And, you know, a lot of the time when we're wanting to manifest, we think that we need to know the how and how it's going to happen. You just need to know what you want, and then from there you can start to put you know, actions into place to make that happen. So it's like this trip for me. I've been wanting to do this trip for 6 years and I kept thinking, I'll do it next year. I wanted to come when it was a bit cooler, and this year I just went, okay, right, I'm just going into this travel agency. I'm going to find out how much it costs. I'm going to let her know everything that I'd like to do while I'm here. And I just basically went in there and made it happen. And then she told me how much it was, and then I just worked towards making that happen, basically. So sometimes it's not about how it's going to happen, it's just knowing what you want, and then working through your fears and your anxiety around, you know, whether you deserve it, whether you think you can have it, whether it's possible, and moving through that and just acknowledging that's part of the process towards change and manifestation, and then coming through at the end of the week, taking action to actually making it happen for yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's reading, and you've got to thank you for being able to share the last bit of my trip here at Uluru. I'm just about to head back, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next week, bye for now.